Schwierig. Fakt ist so, es ist auf jeden Fall nicht abgelaufen. Ob es der Kerl war, die Chancen liegen bei 33%, würde ich mal sagen. Aber den Ju schließe ich eigentlich aus. Aber gerade weil ich ihn ausschließe, macht es ihn wieder offensichtlich verdächtig. Aber mit dem hatte ich ja keinen Stress und er hat auch nichts Böses zu mir gesagt. Mit den anderen beiden, ich weiß nicht. Erklärt aber weder, wie die Kappe dahin kam, noch wie die Tische umgenockt worden sind. Ja, vielleicht gibt es da auch einfach keine richtige Lösung. Man soll nur irgendeine Theorie aufstellen.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration.
Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that.
Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? There's that coffee date with Anna. Anna might have to wait. I want to see if anyone has seen Dennis first. I don't know, I'll play it by ear.
Anna wartet schon eine ganze Zeit
Just
lang.
remember, she's expecting you. She's extending the olive branch. Don't drop in. I still have time before meeting Anna. Might as well ask if anyone saw Dennis.
Das war eh nicht Dennis, das war einfach nur so. Ich wette, das war überhaupt nicht Dennis. Das war einfach nur. Ich wusste jetzt auch nicht, wen ich nehmen soll.
Never knew Dennis to be the commemorative type. What's he doing here?
Wer außer Dennis könnte solch ein Nummernschild haben? Wie der wahre kreative Kopf, der er ist, ersetzt er das S in seinem Namen durch ein Dollarzeichen. Joanne lässt keine Gelegenheit aus, um zu betonen, wie blöd er ist, und in dem Punkt muss ich ihr recht geben. Weißt du noch, als Dennis dich mal auf ein Bier eingeladen hat? Das war in deiner ersten Woche beim Basswood Jungle. Er hatte deinen Computer eingerichtet, hat dir ein Passwort gegeben und dich gefragt, ob du was trinken gehen willst. Er hat gewitzelt, dass die Leute immer nur einmal an ihrem ersten Tag mit ihm trinken. Er hatte sogar eine Erklärung dafür. Danach wissen sie, dass ich ein Arschloch bin. Erst später hast du erfahren, dass seine Frau ihn verlassen hatte, ihn und ihre zwei kleinen Kinder. Du hast hin und wieder aufblitzen sehen, dass er eigentlich ein guter Vater war, wenn seine Kinder in der Nähe waren. Aber er hat sich zur Aufgabe gemacht, für alle anderen die sarkastischen, mürrischen Computerfritzen zu geben. Und nichts verrät mehr über die eigene Verbitterung als sein Nummernschild mit einem Dollarzeichen am Ende. Ja. Ich weiß zwar nicht, warum man deswegen verbittert ist. Ich finde es eher kreativ tatsächlich, so wie Kesha, aber gut. West Virginia. Mein Kopf direkt so. Country Roads, take me home.
At least the Basswood jungle is still standing.
Was ist denn der Basswood Jungle?
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Kann ich auf die andere Seite von der Straße? Ja, die gesperrt ist bestimmt.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen
Etwas weiter
Dennis.
vorne.
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. Then they go and do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It could get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? It grinds you down. It makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Sorry about that. I went off for a spell. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Ja, das habe ich gelernt.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Okay. Anscheinend, je nachdem, wen wir nach der Hypothese... Was steht hier? Jones hat schon 4 Jahren versucht, das zu verkaufen. Anscheinend ist je nachdem, welche Hypothese wir nehmen,
Didn't used to see this around. Surprised to have
wird
it
die
in the
einfach
lead.
wahr. So habe ich zumindest gerade das Gefühl, weil ich bin immer noch nicht überzeugt, dass das richtig war. Please stop screaming.
A perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
Oh, ich wollte eigentlich... Oh, ich habe noch nicht alles draußen gesehen. Ich dachte nicht, dass es da weitergeht. Ich hasse sowas. Regt mich jedes Mal auf.
Yo, get out the way.
Alter, müssen die mich alle so dumm anmachen? Du bist mir in den Weg gerannt.
You move. I'm the one coming in.
Fuck you.
That's enough.
Das ist doch der Ju. Ach, das ist eine Apotheke. Wow. Ich dachte, das wäre ein Mini-Supermarkt. Sorry, aber ich finde sowas
Kathy and
einfach...
Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Ich hasse sowas eigentlich.
Not uncommon for minors to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Also ich hätte jetzt sowas gesagt wie Entschuldigung, aber du bist in mich gerannt. Weil das ist einfach die Wahrsicht. Oh, ich bin müde. Die Wahrheit. Sollte mit Vorsicht eingenommen sein. Oh, die schon wieder.
Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon.
Ja, aber alleine. Alleine ist da auch langweilig zu wandern.
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Stimmt.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Honestly, I don't remember last night. You saw me blackout drunk. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl, I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
Wir sind betrunken Auto gefahren. Ich erinnere mich nur an die eine Szene aus dem Trailer, wo wir geschlittert sind mit dem Auto im Regen. Ich dachte die ganze Zeit, dass das mein Freund wäre. Ich bin mir jetzt nicht mehr so sicher.
My writing has done a lot of things to this town, but good isn't one of them.
I disagree. The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
Thanks for saying that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
My mom used to say that all the time. Now she only says it a lot.
Sounds like a wise woman. Listen to her advice. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Okay, Plakat für Depressionen. Ja, wurde auch Zeit, dass darüber gesprochen wird. Sehe ich auch so.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it.
Ja, so eine Kleinstadt, wenn sich jeder kennt, das ist nicht immer
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago.
von
Kathy
Vorteil.
still keeps it with her.
Und es gibt einfach Leute, die kommen damit nicht klar. Ich kenne das leider.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
So, the wake.
None of us were on our best behavior. Nick would have been happy you showed up, no matter how anything else went. I left early myself to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help.
Nee, nicht wirklich. Okay, dann können wir dann nochmal auf die Straße. Halleluja. Da war bestimmt noch was zu gucken. Da saß ja auch noch so eine Frau auf der Bank. Dass die Mutter nicht begeistert ist, dass die Kleine jetzt solche Gedankengänge hat, verstehe ich, aber Wie gesagt, für mich war es nach wie vor die richtige Entscheidung, ihr auf jeden Fall die Wahrheit zu sagen. Ich weiß nicht, ob der Tod nicht am Ende doch ein Unfall war. Es wird mich nicht mal überraschen. Wenn hier viel jetzt Aufwallungen sind und eigentlich geht es nur um ihn und um seine Probleme und was da alles abgegangen ist. Gar nicht um den Tod von Nick. Nick hieß der, ne? Wird mich nicht überraschen, wirklich. Aber wenn die Kleine in dem Moment hören muss, dass, dass da vielleicht doch mehr dran war, beziehungsweise wissen will, dass da nicht mehr dran war, dann finde ich das auch nicht verkehrt. Da vorne saß noch irgendwo jemand auf einer Bank.
She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
Ach, hier ist das Café, ne? Ich sehe aber die Anna dann nirgends sitzen.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before.
Die hat geile Haare.
Passing by?
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Ja, das hört sich tatsächlich nach einigen hier an. So, was war hier noch?
Now
Ah, das
doesn't
ist
seem
sie
like the
wieder.
best time to bother her.
Das ist aber jetzt auch... Was macht die denn hier? Die sieht ja schrecklich aus. Of all the things I lost, I miss my mind the most.
Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. Any word on my dad? Did you really look into it?
I haven't found anything yet. I don't think.
Let me know if you find anything. Please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just... when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't... I don't know. I don't see this place. Or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else.
Das Gefühl kenne ich.
I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've
finde
got
gerade
kid stuff I
Kindern
gotta
muss
see
man-
about. So we're both busy.
Ich finde, gerade Kinder muss man immer zuhören,
It's
wenn die
tough
was
seeing
zu
her like
erzählen
this.
haben. Und die
Seems she
Kleine
got
hat ja nun mal
older by
gerade...
6 years in just 2.
Sie scheint ja nun mal gerade eine ziemlich beschissene Phase durchzumachen. Deswegen war es mir wichtig, ihr zuzuhören. Ah, und das ist der Vater von der Anna. Okay, habe ich mir eben schon gedacht, weil sie ja irgendwas sagte mit den beiden.
Drowned 6 men. Basswood's mining started with an accident. Fitting.
Ach, solange sie sich nicht gegenseitig gegessen haben, ist alles in Ordnung. Überflutung. wie oft die wieder geschlossen wurden und geöffnet, okay.
Never forget, huh?
20.000 Männer marschierten 1921 durch Boone County, um am Blair Mountain für all das zu kämpfen, was wir heute haben. Für alles, das etwas wert ist, lohnt es sich zu kämpfen.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. Of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the minor. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
Zwei?
2. One to hold the light bulb, the other to rotate the planet.
Not bad. The one I have in store is 3. 1 to replace the light bulb, 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
You ever find yourself like that? Mourning the past?
Sometimes. But I ain't like folks around here. I made my peace. The mine's not coming back. Don't mean we let our statues turn to rust. So, you still want to hear the story?
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. It didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strike breakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force. Union men. Met the strike breakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spilled for what we have now.
Ja, eigentlich sind sie umsonst
I'm guessing you're
gestorben.
fond of that story, huh? A lot of respect for rednecks.
Well, things were tough, but we were a united community back then. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give her a real spit shine. You take care now.
This is new. Domations. Now that's the Basswood I remember.
Domations. Okay, jetzt verstehe ich, was er meint. Spenden falsch geschrieben. Finanziert durch Spneden. Aha. Können wir hier die Figur auch an? Oh ja, da steht tatsächlich was.
I've never been the romantic type, but I get why people care about this statue. Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock.
Die sagen immer, wie er seine Beine verloren hat. Deswegen dachte ich wirklich, der hat seine Beine verloren. Der hat ja aber noch seine Beine. Der ist wahrscheinlich nur gelähmt.
Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday. Boys give you trouble?
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man's sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best.
Und von wem kommt die? Ah, Anna, okay.
Anna's waiting for me at the coffee shop.
Kann ich mit der da reden?
Anna's waiting for me at the coffee shop.
Nein.
I don't imagine Walter had obituaries in mind when he became editor-in-chief.
Ich find's cool, dass die noch so Dinger hier haben. Die siehst du ja heute auch nicht mehr oft.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this
Klatschklub.
town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this old place? It's like a ghost town sometimes. Except ghosts haven't bothered leaving.